Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlyn and this is Sewn on the Tyne. And welcome back to another Friday Sews, and also welcome back to my channel. It's been 3 weeks perhaps since I was last on with a video. Things have been pretty hectic around here. So as you know, we were going on holiday, Sam and I. The week previous to that, Taylor got chicken pox, which was a horrible time. Poor little boy. He's absolutely fine now, all recovered, but yeah, that was tough. So time was limited, as you can imagine. And then since we got back from holiday, things have been hectic again. I've been really unwell this week actually. I've had a cold and felt really rubbish. I'm sort of towards the end of it now. You might still hear it a little bit in my voice, so I apologise for that. But I did want to come on and film this video because there is something else that I need to talk to you about, which I will do later on in the video if that's okay. For those of you that are interested in the things that I made and wore on holiday in Santorini, there is going to be a separate video coming soon sharing everything that I took with me, what I wore, what I didn't wear, what I didn't get made, that sort of thing. So if you have any specific questions about my holiday wardrobe, please do drop them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. A few people did send me some questions on Instagram, so I will be answering those as well in that video. That'll be with you next week, hopefully. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about then is the pattern that I am wearing. So this is a new pattern. It's actually a pattern test that I did for Tammy Handmade. Now, I'm a fan of Tammy Handmade. I love her style. I love her patterns. And I've made the Leona dress by Tammy Handmade and it's just absolutely beautiful. I love that dress. I have made a couple of her other patterns as well, but that one's just the standout. So anyway, she put a tester call out for this t-shirt, which is the Naya t-shirt. So I jumped at the chance to test this because it looked like a really straightforward sew and something that I would love to have in my wardrobe, just a really comfy, casual t-shirt. So it's got this grown on sleeve, which has got this like dropped effect. It's got a little cuff around each of the sleeves there. It's got quite a skinny neckband, but that sits really nicely. And it's just got a nice boxy shape. And then I just tuck it in to the front of my jeans there. So it's available in sizes 6 to 32. I made the size 10. I think my measurements put me in between a 10 and a 12 and I decided to opt for the 10 just because I didn't want it to be massive. So like on me, I didn't want it to hang off my body too much. And I think this is just sort of the right amount of ease for me. I'm really happy with it. And I think this isn't like the 4th time I've worn this now since I finished it. So I absolutely love it. I have cut out a second one, which I'll just grab the fabric for and show you. This is the fabric for my next one, which is a beautiful bamboo jersey that I got from Wattle and Slate like a year ago. They're not trading anymore, where they do the odd drop, but they're not doing fabrics in general. So you wouldn't be able to get a hold of that. But it's beautiful. I love it. I'm going to aim to get that finished tonight actually, because we're off to see Sam Fender tomorrow at St James's Park in Newcastle, which is going to be amazing, and I would like to wear that, I think. So I'll leave the link down below to Tammy Handmade's website. This pattern is only £6.99 for a PDF pattern, which is absolutely fantastic. At the minute, Tammy does have 15% off, making it £5.94, but that ends in a couple of days, so by the time you see this, it might have run out. But £6.99 for a PDF pattern is awesome anyway. The front and the back piece, by the way, are just the same pattern piece. So you've only got 3 pattern pieces, your front and your back, which is 1 pattern piece, your neckband, and then your arm cuff. So simple. And she's got a great YouTube video as well to help you to sew it up if you're a little bit unsure about sewing with knits. So in terms of the sewing that I've been doing since we got back from holiday, I had a Calvin wrap dress that I had aimed to get finished for Santorini, and then I had a bit of a disaster with it the night before we were due to leave, and I sewed the bias binding incorrectly, so I sewed the wrong pieces onto the wrong section of the dress and top stitched it and everything. So I then would have had to unpick it all and then re-sew it, and I just didn't have the time or the energy or the patience by then. So I thought, no, this is a sign, let's leave it. And I've got plenty of things for Santorini, and then I can finish it when I get back, which is exactly what I did. So I finished it to wear to a wedding party that we went to in York last week, and I was so, so happy. The fabric is from Beyond the Pink Door. I think it sold out ages ago because I got it months ago, but it's a beautiful pink and purple tie-dye, and I just felt great in that dress. The weather was beautiful, which helped, and I love the Calvin wrap dress. I make a size 8, but I grade out to a 12 at the hips, just on the side seams, not on all of the pattern pieces, but just at the side seams, just to give a little bit more wiggle room. And I just really, really, really love that dress. I've got 3 Calvin wrap dresses now, so I think I might be done with that pattern for now. I think I'll move on to something else. I also sewed up a little Zoey tank by True Bias this week. I'd had that cut out for Santorini again and didn't get it done. So I thought this week, while I've been poorly, I just wanted to do a little bit of something. And I sewed up my Zoey tank, and can I just say, I didn't enjoy sewing that at all. I don't know if it's because it's quite fiddly with all of the binding, or whether it's because I was poorly and just my mind wasn't in it. I don't know, but I just really didn't enjoy sewing that. I don't even have it to show you because I actually wore it to bed that night, because I think I've relegated it just to be like a pajama top. And it's gone in the wash now. So, because I also had an incident with the hem. I hemmed it using Maraflex on the longest stitch length, and then I put it on over my head and it snapped, which I've never had with Maraflex thread. I've never had the thread snap, and I was like, oh, this has just been a terrible make from start to finish. Yesterday, when I got my sewing machine out at my social, I realized why the hem snapped, and it's because I had my tension right up on my sewing machine. So my tension was set at the highest setting. So no wonder the stitches were too tight, and that's why it snapped when I pulled it on over my head. Never mind. I do have another Zoey tank cut out, so I am going to sew that one up when I'm feeling a lot better and see if I enjoy the process that time. I don't know if it's just because I was poorly or if I just didn't enjoy sewing that pattern. So we'll have to see. Have you sewn up the Zoey tank? Do let me know down below. And is it just me? Is it actually a really enjoyable sew? Probably. Then I did make a start on 2 pairs of By Hand London Leo dungarees at my social yesterday. I'll just quickly show you the fabric for those. So I'm like batch sewing them because they can both be sewn with black thread. So we've got a pair in this lovely blue viscose twill with this black animal print on. That is the softest fabric. It feels beautiful. And then the other one is this pink and white viscose crepe. So it's on a black background with pink and white stars, viscose crepe. And they're going to be amazing. So I just made a start on those last night at my social. I did like the prep work, the stay stitching, and sewed all of the straps, turned all of those through, pressed them, that took ages, and then sewed the straps into the bibs. So yeah, I've made a good start, and I can just kind of crack on with those whenever I get a little bit of time. Oh, at my social on Wednesday, I cut out my Mabel. So if you're following along with my gorgeous Northern Soul sisters, we put up a video a couple of weeks ago where Rachel, naughty Rachel, has challenged us to step outside of our comfort zone and sew a pattern that she loves that we don't think is our style. And she chose the Mabel by Tilly and the Buttons, which I'm nervous about because I wrote this off from the very start because I don't think it's my style at all. But I'm going to go with Rachel's challenge and her instinct and her belief that it will actually suit me. And I did opt for this fabric because I think that with a pair of black skinny jeans could actually work. So I did get that cut out as well at my social on Wednesday. So I have managed to get a few little bits of sewing tasks done here and there, as well as working and that sort of thing. Right, I have picked up a couple of things over the last couple of weeks and I just wanted to share those with you. I ordered 2 new sewing patterns. I ordered 3. 2 of them have arrived and the other one is on the way. And these are all via Sew Direct. So I'm a Sew Direct VIP, which means that I get early access to quite a lot of the Simplicity, McCall's, etc., those patterns before they're released over here in the UK. So I can purchase them early, which is amazing. So 2 of the patterns that I ordered were early releases. And then the other one I think has been released for a little while. So first one I'll mention, heavily influenced by Adele from Sofa Serenity, because she shared this pattern and I just had to have it. So it's Simplicity 9756, and it's this incredible cord set. So you've got these trousers with this little halter top and this overshirt. So I really want to make the little top and the trousers. I think the shirt might be a little bit much for me. I think I'd wear the shirt if these were shorts, but I think all of that's probably a bit too much for me. So I just really want to make this little set here. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous pattern. So the fabrics are these sort of lightweight woven fabrics. Things like crepe de chine, cotton blends, linen, gauze, that sort of thing. I have plans to make this in a lovely viscose fabric that I've got that I'll share with you in another video. And then this one is an early release pattern, which is one of the Know Me patterns by Mimi G. And this is the Stitch Fits, and it's this beautiful dress. I think I saw this being shared by Gina Seams on Instagram, who she now works for Simplicity. And I just fell in love with the shape of this dress. I think it's stunning. So I do have a couple of occasions later in the year that I'm going to need quite a fancy dress for. And I'm thinking this version here might be perfect. Possibly for Frocktails in Scotland in September. I think that one could be beautiful. So yes, this one isn't available, I don't think, in the UK just yet, unless you are a Sew Direct VIP. It's really worth it because I think it's something like £14 for 6 months. And included in that is a free pattern and a free postage voucher. So it's worth it really. And then all of your patterns are 40% off as well. So it just makes sense. Another thing I have received is some really cute woven labels. Paige Joanna and Hey So Georgie did a little collaboration, picnic themed collaboration, and they designed some really cute labels. And they came packaged like that. I just had to have them because I'm a sucker for labels. I've got plenty, but I just love them. So we've got one that says picnic vibes. Well, 2 of those. Then 2 of these say you're blooming amazing. And then 2 that have this strawberry on and say so sweet. So if I manage to get anything sewed up this month for the So Fruity challenge, then I might use one of those. So yes, I just had to share those with you. I'll link to them down below if you want to pick some up because they're adorable. Right, the next thing that has arrived is my next blog project for Felicity Fabrics. So I'm doing a challenge blog in July with a fellow blogger, and our theme is summer. So I've picked up a couple of fabrics. I requested these and they were sent straight out. So I just wanted to share with you the packaging. It just comes so beautifully boxed like this. And now I'm going to ruin it and just absolutely tear into it. Let's see if I can get into this and share with you what I've got. This is my package. I've got a little thread in there, which is Metla thread. So I actually went for 2 fabrics. I went for 1 meter of each of these. One is a viscose twill, which has this really soft beigey background with these sort of sketched Dalmatian spots on. So I've got 1 meter of that. And then I've got 1 meter of black. This is just a viscose jersey, very simple. It feels lovely and soft, so I've got 1 meter of that one. So I'm going to use those 2 fabrics together to combine into an outfit that will be perfect for summer. I know that they're not the most summery of colours, but I'm going to make an outfit that will be perfect for summer with those. If you've got any guesses as to what I might be thinking, then please do drop them down below. It's going to be 2 different garments, so 2 items that work together as an outfit. So if you like those or want to have a look at the Felicity Fabrics website, you can always use my discount code, which is Tamlyn10, and that will get you 10% off anything on their website. The next thing I want to share with you is the fabric that was in this month's Beyond the Pink Door subscription box or subscription box. I've been getting these for maybe 4 months now, not very long. The FOMO got too much. I just was so envious of everybody getting their lovely boxes every month that I wanted to get involved. So I thought I would try it for a few months. I have actually put my subscription on hold after this one, just for financial reasons really, because I haven't actually sewn up any of the fabrics yet that I've received, so I want to sew those up before I then restart my subscription. I can't really justify that money each month if I'm not getting the fabrics sewn up. So it is my goal to get my Beyond the Pink Door fabrics sewn up over the next couple of months. But I need your help with this one. If you haven't received your box yet, if you subscribe and you haven't received your box yet for June, yeah, it's June, isn't it? No, but this came at the end of May. Whatever box this is, the most recent one. If you haven't received yours yet, then please turn off now because it's going to spoil your surprise. That's your warning. Look away. That's box 16. So I have loved every box that I've had. I'm not going to say until this one because I do love the box itself. I really do. But the fabric I don't think is really me or my style. And it didn't immediately jump out at me as something that I would want to sew with. However, I've decided I am going to sew it up. I'm going to challenge myself and push myself because it's beautiful fabric. It really is. I just need to figure out what I'm going to sew with it, and that's where you come in. I would really like your help as to what I should sew with this. So it's a Lady McElroy cotton lawn, I believe, and it's beautiful. It's got this lemon print on, and it really is a stunning fabric, and I've already seen a couple of people make beautiful things with this. Suzanne on Instagram, and she's on the Beyond the Pink Door Facebook group, made a beautiful saltwater slip with this with a little ruffle across the top, and it's stunning. So I do want to use it because it is such a lovely fabric, but I'm just a little bit stuck as to what to use it for. So if you have got an idea, I've got 2 meters of this, please do let me know down below, and let's see if I can turn it into something that I absolutely love. It is so pretty. I think if I'd have got the black version, it would have sang to me a little bit more. I think that would have been more me. The white background is something that I don't usually go for, but let's make it work. In the words of Tim Gunn, let's make this work, and please help me with what I can make with that fabric. Okay, so just a couple of sewing plans then, what I'm planning on doing over the next few days. I would like to carry on sewing up my Leo dungarees that I mentioned earlier, and I'm in no rush to get those done. They're not for any particular occasion, so I can just chip away at those if and when. I would like to sew up my Tammy Handmade Naya t-shirt for tomorrow night, but that's a really quick sew, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then I want to make a like sun cover up robe type thing. So if you watched my videos before I went on holiday, you will have seen this fabric, and I was planning to make a sun cover up in this fabric. Now with Taylor having chickenpox, it just didn't happen because my time was limited severely. So I've still got this fabric, which is a beautiful crepe. It's from First for Fabrics. It's by John Caldor, and I just love the colours in it, and it's just perfect for a sun cover up. And I wasn't sure which pattern I was going to use for that, but then the amazing Hayley from Hayley Jane uploaded a video last week where she talks you through how to make one without a pattern, and she draws it all out on a piece of paper, and it's just incredible and looks so straightforward. So I'll link to that video. Do go and check it out. I'd love to see lots of people making that sun cover up because it just looks perfect, and I can just see myself in that with a little black vest top and a pair of shorts this summer. And I think we are going to get some warm weather this week, so that is a plan I would like to get done this week as well, because I think that'll really look gorgeous. Okay, so that's all of the sewing chat. And I mentioned at the start of the video that I did have something that I needed to talk to you about. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know already what I'm going to say, but I just feel like I need to tell you because yeah, so let's start and see if I can get through it. So a couple of days before we went on holiday, we'd noticed that Ziggy for those of you that don't know, we have two cats, Chester and Ziggy. Chester is a little boy, Ziggy's a little girl, and they're brother and sister, and we've had them since about 6 weeks after they were born, and it would be their 6th birthday in September, so they were 5.5-ish. And just incredible, adorable, wonderful cats that bring so much to our lives, and yeah, they're incredible. Anyway, a couple of days before we went to Santorini, we just noticed that Ziggy was hiding, and that's not usually a good sign. Usually means that they're feeling unwell, or so yeah, she'd been hiding underneath my sewing desk here, like underneath the unit, and we were struggling to get her to come out. So then my mum looked after the cats while we were on holiday, and she said the same. Ziggy wasn't really coming out very much and wasn't really eating her food. And yeah, there was definitely something not quite right. So as soon as we got back from holiday, I took her to the vets, which was a challenge to get her out, actually, because by this point she was hiding under the sofa and really not wanting to come out. So anyway, I did manage to get her out and took her to the vets last Wednesday morning. And they put her on the scales, and she'd lost half her body weight since the last time she'd been, so obviously not good. And the vet sort of did an initial examination and noticed that Ziggy's tummy was really rounded, and just asked if that was normal, which it wasn't for Ziggy. She's quite a small cat anyway, but she didn't have that rounded tummy. And I had noticed, obviously, her, with losing so much weight, her spine was really prominent and she was really thin on the top. So the vet sort of implied that it could be something quite serious, and drew up a list of tests that they were going to have to run, and we were going to have to leave Ziggy there with them. And obviously, you know, estimated all of the vet's fees. Thankfully, we had insurance for Ziggy, so didn't have to pay all of the fees, but you know, that doesn't matter anyway. So I left Ziggy, I went off to work, and then I left work normal time, and I was driving home at about 5 o'clock, and the vet phoned to say that it wasn't good. Oh God. So they had they'd done an abdominal scan on Ziggy, and so all of the rounded tummy was all fluid, like free fluid, and they'd done an abdominal scan, and that was really abnormal, and they believed it was pancreatic cancer, and therefore the prognosis was really not good, and the only thing that we could do would be to let her go. Oh God. Oh, so yeah, so we had to my mum came and looked after Taylor so that Sam and I could go to the vet and say goodbye and be with Ziggy. Yeah. Crikey. Sorry. So we were with her when she was put to sleep. And it was really sad. Obviously, it's devastating. She's only 5. I mean, any age, it doesn't matter, but we just feel like her life's been cut so short. We just have to remember how amazing she was, and all of the wonderful, happy, incredible times that we had together. She did more than she'll ever realise for us and for me. Yeah. So Chester's there. We've still got Chester, obviously. Chester's Ziggy's brother, so he's finding it a little bit strange. Yeah, he just seems a little bit lost. Obviously, his sister that he's lived with since they were born is no longer here, and he doesn't really understand why, so we're just showering him with as much love and attention as we can. So yeah, sorry I had to share that with you, but Ziggy's such a character and has been so prominent in my videos since the very start, so I had to share that with you. And I'm sure that you'll miss her as much as we do, or maybe not as much, but I'm sure that you'll miss seeing her in the videos. Hopefully we've put in some nice little pictures of her, because she was really beautiful. Yeah, I don't pull myself together. I have to go and get ready for work now. Sorry to end on such a sad note. Thank you all so much for watching today, and yeah, if you don't already subscribe to my channel, it's not always so emotional over here. Yeah, if you don't already subscribe, I would really like it if you did press that button and give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and obviously if you would like to comment down below, that would be really awesome too. Okay, I hope you're all really well, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Happy sewing! Bye!